The Department of Justice defines domestic violence as a pattern of abusive behavior from one partner onto another to maintain or gain control. Medical Plus adds to this definition, or it could be the abuse of a child, family member, or other relative. Domestic violence includes different types of abuse such as physical, economic, sexual, or emotional, and even stalking.
As with so many other social issues, COVID-19 has increased the risk and effect of domestic violence in many households. In some places, reports of domestic violence have gone down. However, experts agree that this is more evidence of a lack of access rather than evidence of fewer incidents. That is, with so many trapped at home, victims of domestic abuse may not be able to escape their abusers long enough to reach the resources where they can report abuse and get help and find safety. Despite this trouble, there have also been increased reports in some states. For example, an 18% increase in San Antonio, 22% in Portland, and a 10% increase in New York City. Households that may not have had an issue with domestic violence in the past also have been affected by this, and many may now have experienced its tragic effects. Increased stress of the pandemic and its accompanying financial troubles, work and schooling from home, and the loss of social connections have also contributed to the rise of domestic violence in the past year.
Domestic violence is an issue that affects many, though some groups more than others. For example, 85% of all victims of domestic violence are women, causing many to frame it as a women's rights issue. In terms of racial identity, both Indigenous men and women are more likely to fall victim to domestic violence, though this is a common trend among people of color in general. Younger adults are also more vulnerable, as the age in which most people first experience domestic violence is between the ages of 18 and 24. Lastly, the LGBTQ+ community is also disproportionately affected, with bisexual women being nearly twice as likely to experience domestic violence as heterosexual women, and more than half of transgender individuals being victim to intimidation, harassment, and police violence within intimate partner violence. LGBT victims are also less likely to seek out help for this abuse, particularly in the case of abuse by a family member, because of the fact that the awareness, resources, and legal institutions surrounding the issue are prominently centered around cisgender heterosexual relationships at best and discriminatory at worst.